Yo, welcome on, it's your boy James. Me already know how we rockin'. Now you guys are probably wondering, Jada, why are you on a half-naked orc in the middle of Orgrimmar? That is because on this absolutely beautiful Orgrimmar night, we have ourselves a warrior guide. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you saw all that. I know you did. I know you did. That's why you clicked it. Okay? We have all the best pieces of gear you need at this level. Wait a minute. Hold up. I almost forgot to give y'all the most important information. Far more important than any piece of gear you can get is how to freeze your level. Alrighty, so for thy hardy folks out there, okay, you're gonna go ahead and make your way to the Valley of Honor. It's gonna be this big green freaking joint here. Once you enter it, you know what I'm saying, a left. Once you make a left, there'll be a little buster hiding in the corner right here named Slats. Click that boy, okay? I no longer wish to gain experience, and for 10 gold, cancel that. Okay, now for the Alliance. For Alliance, you're gonna go ahead and pull up to the keep, to the Stormwind Keep, that is. And once you get up here, you're gonna see Varian's big, stupid-looking chair and this refrigerator-built man beside it. Walk past the refrigerator-built man, okay? You're gonna enter the war room, and you're gonna hit a nice, quick right. And the man's gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? Hard, man. But here's everything you're gonna need, folks. As you can see, we have a huge list of gear here. Okay? We got budget pieces, we got the next best thing, and we got the best of the best. This is for the wide variety of people. If you are not here to create a Twink yourself because it's far too expensive and too time consuming, I fully understand, and that is why a timestamp will pop up now. That is where you can skip to the PvP if you wish. But if you are here to waste your life like I did, and make a level 19 Twink that is way too well geared for level 19 and way too much gold spent, get ready. Get your popcorn, get your snacks, because you're going to need the lucky fishing hat, okay? The lucky fishing hat, this is a big boy status hat, right? This comes from the fishing event in Stranglethorn Vale, I believe every Sunday. I don't know the time exactly, so don't get me on that one. Your budget pieces are your ruby shades. These literally cost you 5 copper in Satrath, and honestly, in my opinion, they look the best, you know what I'm saying? A little swaggy, you know what I'm saying? Some swaggy goggles. All you gotta do is put an enchantment on it, and it's popping. But you will be missing that 15 lovely stamina. Get that out the way. Not gonna need that right now. And then your next best budget piece is your green tinted goggles. More than likely, this is going to be much easier to get than the fishing hat, but you will not have that 15 stamina. This will take a lot more, less time though. So what you could do is, as you gradually move on, you know what I'm saying, get the ruby shades first, then you get the green tinted goggles, and you make your way to the lucky fishing hat. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we have your best neck pieces. Okay, this is for both Horde and Alliance. Scout for Horde, Sentinel for Alliance. This is going to cost you a couple hundred honor. I think like 150. Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's your best neck piece right there. That agility is helpful. Your next best piece, your budget piece, that's your thick bronze necklace. Probably could find this in the auction house anywhere between 10 silvers to 1 gold. Stupid cheap. But you know, it's a good piece to have until you can get your hands on the Sentinel or Scout's medallion, which really ain't gonna take you that long. Next up, we have the best of the best shoulders. That is your polished Valor Spolders. Okay, now you see that amazing enchant that's on there, right? Now it says requires level 60. Yes, this is true, but it still activates. Now that enchant you cannot get anymore. This is an enchant I've been holding on to. This is the Naxxramas boss enchantments. You know what I'm saying? If you have one sitting around in a bank somewhere, slap that joint on a heirloom item and send it to your character, because it'll still work. Boom. Look at that. Look at that freaking madness. Hold on, just in case you didn't see. Just in case you didn't see what just happened there. Look at that. Boom. Come on, man. Stupid stats. Your next best pieces, though, if you can't get your hands on the Valor shoulders, because it will take you a little long, that'll be your Serpents. 9 agility, real healthy in the crit department. As you can see, we go from a measly 4.86 to a decent 6.12. If you can't get your hands on that, get your Defender shoulders. and enchant them. Me personally though, I probably would not waste the time, because these being random white items, it will literally take you longer to get these than it will these. Plus, I mean, a little bit of armor is cool and all, but I would much rather have the agility, crit, a little bit of armor, a little bit of dodge. Next up, we have the cloak department. Real quick, because I don't like showing cloaks. I'm not really a cloak and helm kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Very little of my characters use helm and cloaks. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Boom. In my opinion, this is your best of the best. The subterranean cape. 4 agility, 4 strength. That's just big power numbers. But, okay, I had to use the bathroom real quick. We have the Tranquilin Champion's Cloak. This is pretty good for staminas for all my blood elves out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a fairly easy cloak to get your hands on. Just simply do all of Tranquilin's quest, which is in Ghostlands. That's what it's called. Next to that, we got the Miner's Cape. If I'm not mistaken, this little thing right here come from that one dude in Dead Mines. He's a rare spawn. It's a cool cloak, but you know what I'm saying, the Sentry Cloak, there's only 1 stamina behind, and you get 4 agility. This is a guaranteed drop off of a boss, if I'm not mistaken, so that's easy to run. And the Glowing Lizard scale cloak, which also drops off of a boss, so it's more guaranteed than waiting on a rare spawn just to get a 6 stamina cloak. And for hoarding, you know what I'm saying, you immediately can get your hands on this just by simply doing the whole of Ghostlands, which I would do anyways, because the Ghostlands quest line is kind of freaking cool. The quest is cool. The place is beautiful, kind of, sort of beautiful. It's beautiful in a death way. You know what I'm saying? With the subterranean cloak. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember where you get this from. I'll be honest. But if I'm not mistaken, it's not a boss drop item, unless it is. I don't remember. I think it is. So you might be good on that. Next up, we have the chest piece. Okay, we got, boom, Armor of the Fang. This is the best of the best until you get your hands on this, of course. Now you do get 1+ each more, but if you want that extra crit that the Breastplate of Valor gives you, then that'll be your dog plus that extra leveling. But for now, Armor of the Fang. That's your dog right there. And for my Alliance folks out there who just want a ton of agility for some reason, Twink of the West Falls, or you get your hands on the Black and Defiance if you're a flag runner, because it's really good on stamina, good mix of strength and agility. But you know me, you know what I'm saying, we out here power fiend. We need the best of the best at all times. Okay, wrist. We have the Cave Dweller's Bracers. It's your best of the best. 3 strength, 4 stamina, in my opinion. It's not considered the best, but to me it kind of is. Best stats all around. Or you get your hands on the Beetle Clasps. I'm pretty sure it comes from a quest. Fortified Bracers of the Power if you're a power fiend, which I'm probably going to go with because that's all I do. Fortified Bracers of the Bear. These can be got out of the auction house for like a couple of gold. And Steel Clasp Bracers for my flag runners out there. Okay, but like I said, we power fiend out here, so we going 10. That big 10, you know what I'm saying? Gloves. What we got for gloves? We got the best of the best. Thorbia's Gauntlets. 8 strength, that's 16 attack power. 3 stamina. We have Defender's Gauntlets of the Bracers. What? I don't know what I just said. Gauntlets of the Bear. Gauntlets of the Power, and then Gloves of the Fang. So if you are a power fiend, best. This is budget power. Get these 2 out of the auction house for like a couple of gold as well. Not gonna cost you much. Boom. We need that big 16 though, you know what I'm saying? Next up, we got the belt. We got 2 options for the belt. We got Coldbrain's Grasp, which if I'm not mistaken, that is a boss item, so it's pretty easy to get. Then we got Devious Scale Belt for my flag runners out there. You know what I'm saying? That's 6 stamina, agility. I mean, we ain't running no dang flags. I'm here to kill people. Boom. Okay. Legs. Where's the legs at? For your legs, we got boom. Mighty Chain Pants. These are extremely easy to get. They come from any blacksmith vendor. I want to say in any zones that are 18 to 25. So like Darkshire, the Barrens, Red Ridge, places like those. Middle ground places for low levels. Although oddly enough, they're not considered the best. I enchanted these because that's what I'm gonna be going with, you know what I'm saying, Power Fiend. These are considered the best if you could get the 5-on-5 because they have 2 more armor. Here's the problem with the grunts laggards, okay? Here's the problem with these dang pants. The drop rate for these are horrendous. Don't waste your time trying to get these. It's 2 armor. You're gonna lose much more brain cells hoping that these drop or buying these out of the auction house for like 40 freaking gold. Well, I mean, we're on Lich King, so it's gonna be a little cheaper. If this was Shadowlands, you'd be paying like 200 gold. Honestly, probably more. Just go after the mighty chain pants. They can literally be bought from various vendors. Now, if you can actually get your hands on it, if you get the right one too, that's the 5-5 bear. I got the 4-5, as you can see. That's not the correct one. You need the 5-5 bear, which good freaking luck, honestly. Good luck. As you can see, I have 2 pairs. I was going for so many different pairs, and I never got the 5-5. The drop rate of the 5-5 is like 1%. It's stupid. Just go with the mighty chain leggings. Keep it 100 with you. Unless you're a power fiend and you do happen to find the strength legs, then go with those. Just go with the mighty chain. Save your brain cells. It's not, 2 armor ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? When you could literally pay like 1 gold at any blacksmith vendor in Darkshire, Red Ridge, freaking Stone Talon, Barrens. Don't waste your time. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Save your brain cells. For the boots, we got silver linked foot guards, and we got feet of the lynx. So for the power fiends, and for the power fiends. No, flag runners, I mean. Flag runner, power fiend, right? And then we got hulking boots if you want that 1 more strength, something more balanced. Problem with hulking is they're expensive, especially if you're looking at this in any server that might be half dead. Good luck getting those, I'll be honest. These are real good for flag running, but you do lose that 3 strength. Gain armor, you gain stamina, but my problem with stamina heavy items is all stamina, you ain't gonna have the power to fight people back. Foot pads, you know what I'm saying, it's a good budget piece. They're easy to get because they're come off of a boss. And then what is considered the best are these. I personally don't like them that much because, like I said, if you're just running full stamina, you're not gonna be able to fight nobody back. Like if these are if you're going for a flag carrying, then boom, those are perfect. 12 stamina is magnificent. Also, as you can see, it says level 35, so I don't know how people are wearing these, but they are some dang how. If you can figure it out, then you can figure it out. I have no clue how people are wearing these because it literally says level 35. Classic says the same dang thing, so I don't really know. We go on power fiend status. You already know me, man. All power, you know what I'm saying? Next up, we have our rings, okay? Your budget rings, I'm gonna just show you these now because they're not popping. You know what I'm saying? That's this. It's the only one. Your flag runner ring, the eluding. Good luck getting your hands on that though, because it's gonna cost you a pretty penny, and it's pretty rare itself. For our overall DPS folks, the common folk, most people who are watching this are just looking to crush low levels. For the alliance, you want boom, bam. For the hoarder, you want boom, bam. You know what I'm saying? It's the best of the best right here. Okay, trinkets. We have a lot of trinket options. Okay, we have alliance and hoardy signets. I went with the alliance one because right after this, I'm gonna switch her over to alliance. I'll make her a human. I personally prefer orcs. Orc females, they look better as rogues to me. They fit the rogue so well. We got the minor recombobulator. Okay. Restores 150 to 250 health and mana to a friendly target and attempts to dispel any polymorphs from them. That's cool, but y'all know me, I'm not really one with the theatrics. Next up, we got the Swift Hand of Justice. To me, one of my favorites. Heals you every time you get a kill, which is brilliant. And more haste, because when you're using a two-hander, more haste is king. More haste is always better. Then we got the top dog. This trinket has been around forever. You know what I'm saying? This is top defense right here. You can have 2 of these if you want for just stupendous amount of stamina. Me personally though, power fiend, I'm going with dual swift hands of justice. You know what I'm saying? For that magnificent haste. I forgot to grab another one. Wow. Okay. Weapons. Okay. Weapons. We have 4 superb options, believe it or not. Something that usually doesn't happen is where you have 4 superb options, but we do. We have 1 budget option. Your 1 budget option is Smite's Mighty Hammer. Very easy to get, stupendous amount of strength and some agility, decent speed on it, but it is not considered the best. Okay. Your 4 best is boom, Runic Darkblade. Look at the DPS, look at the damage. Though it's a little faster than normal, if you don't mind a faster weapon, it is a pretty good weapon to have. Only problem with this is it conflicts with another best weapon and item, and that is this shield. This, excuse me, is your, I'm gonna try to mute that if the mic picked it up. I just burped in the mic. I don't normally do that. If I have, you never heard it, because I always cut it out. The crap is nasty. Dead Skull Shield. This is your best shield. Problem is, it comes from the same quest this comes from. So you gotta pick one. But not exactly. Because for Alliance, there is always still this. Slightly less DPS, but it holds a nice 360 speed. Healthy damage. And has a cool little proc, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how good it is. But it's there, nonetheless. We have the Night Reaver. One of the best options ever. Problem is, it's one of those items you may never see. And if you do see it, it's probably because you're looking in the auction house and you're about to spend like 1,000 plus gold. That's just how it works, you know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, the best of the best, the king, it'll take a little long to get, but it's a guaranteed if you keep it up. Wow. The Bloodied Arcanite Reaper. Yes, it does not have the highest strength output. Stamina is pretty ridiculous. It gives you crit, but look at the 380 speed. Look at the sheer difference in numbers. Okay, at this level, that's pretty freaking significant. That's the only thing that's keeping up is a well-geared level 60 quest item. But you don't get those stats this axe is giving you. And if you think about it, if this thing had more DPS, it'd be above this. It just lacks the DPS. Which in my opinion means nothing when you're swinging at a 3.80 speed. Ay. A true monster. And plus, I mean, look at it. It's the frickin' Arcanite Reaper. Come on, man. Come on, man. Though, for my Alliance folks out there, Glacial Stone is going to be your best bet beforehand. This, you'll probably be dead, or this game will die by the time you get this thing. And this is very good, but you're going to be at a conflicting stance of, dang, I have to pass up on one of the best shields in the game. Okay, at this level, of course. For our ranged weapon, okay, we have lots of options. I don't think any one is too much better than the other for the regular ones, depending on which little extra stat you want. So we have a Venom Strike, very fast bow. Its uptime is nice. If a fool trying to run away, pop him in the back, you know what I'm saying? We got this joint, even faster uptime, and gives you a little bit of strength, and can be bought in the Barrens for a couple of silver, I believe. Versus this, you gotta run Within Caverns a couple times. Or you might get robbed by the local hunter who could realistically use it. But he's leveling. But he'll need on it because it's a bow and he's a hunter. So that's the issue. Take your fool self to what's the name if you're Alliance if you want this big boy heavy hitter. Problem is you're sacrificing a great deal of overall damage for some. Now it is very sturdy. As you see, 25, 26 damage, it's going to hit. It's extremely consistent. DPS wise, not so much. As you can see, the DPS is very low, but it is a very consistent weapon nonetheless. It's going to hit exactly what you expect it to hit most of the time. Throat piercers, no clue where you get these, but you could get them from somewhere. 2+ agility for my rogue folks out there. But if you're trying to be big ballin', big dog, big horse, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, this is your dog right here. 5 attack power. You know what I'm saying? 1 crit, 1 hit. Very strong, very slow, big time heavy hitter, stupendous DPS, well above the rest of these, and a little bit below the Venom Strike. You know what I'm saying? That's your dog right there. That's your top dog. Now, enchantments. So for enchantments, for your cloak, you're gonna want that lesser agility. You know what I'm saying? Cool little 3 agility, cool little 3 agility. Now here's my issue with going for mostly stamina items. As you can see here, we've gone with most of the power bound stuff and we still have managed to rack 1,000 health. Now I know at this level it is very much so possible to achieve greater. Here's what you're going to want for your chest piece. But here's my issue with having that much stamina is your damage is going to be way too low. Now if you're a flag runner, that's perfectly a-okay because that is your job. Here's what you want for your bracers. But if you're thinking you're going to go into a battle, oops, I said bracers and try to put it on the dang gloves like a dang fool. The problem with that is if you're going to go into a battle with like 2,000-3,000 health and practically no damage, you will quickly find out that people will start bodying you at ease. You just don't have the proper amount of what you want for your boots. Gotta have minor speed for your boots. Normally I would go for agility, but when it comes to the warrior, I feel like minor speed is popping, you know what I'm saying? But you can go with agility if you want, because after all, you do have the luxury of charge. Only a 15-second cooldown, but if you're playing against a hunter, you absolutely have to be careful because, remember, as a twink, you're not always going to be playing against low levels. You're not the only person out there with stupid gear at such a low level. Oh, forgot one-handers. Blam, Shadowfang, obviously, this is your king, this is your dog, this is the greatest, this has always been the greatest. Problem is, you will either farm this until you're about 30 years older than you are now, or you will pay half of your character's bank, wallet, home, and everything else just to get it out the auction house. A secondary option is the Butcher Slicer. One of the slowest frickin' swords. Look at that 290. 290. It's a hitter. And then we have the budget option. Typically pretty cheap, depending on your server, because it is a fairly easy drop. Typically out of any NPC in Darkshire. After all, it is called the Night Watch short sword. So basically, by the name, you're literally getting the sword of a guard who wandered off too far and died. And that NPC you killed has his sword, his or her sword. Never realized that till now. I've been playing this game for 16 years and just now realized that you're getting the sword of someone who more than likely died. And the NPC that killed him decided to hold on to the weapon. But your best of the best, in my opinion, though less DPS than the big dog here, you'll get some nice little stats. And you'll much likely get this long before you get this. Let's keep it 100 here, unless you big ballin'. And your shields. Pretty good shield, but you might spend the rest of your life trying to get that. So just do the quest and get that, because realistically, even though this is one of your best weapons, the Glacier Stone, if I'm not mistaken, is an easier quest to do. Better damage off the bat, and by the time you you know what I'm saying, you're really putting in the work, you should be able to get your hands on this pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? Arcanite Reaper, baby. It shouldn't take too long, but we never know. And now for these are for your head and legs. You're gonna want a higher level to do it for you. In my opinion, I wouldn't go grab some random fool. Either get somebody who trust a friend or a family member who you play with often. Often, alright? Not sometimes, often. And get them to get it for you and then enchant it for you, or on your second account you get it yourself and enchant it. That's how I do everything. I do it on I have multiple accounts, 3. I refuse to get other people to do stuff like that for me. You ain't gonna rob me. And then your leg enchants. This you also get someone else to do for you. These are the enchants that people were talking about. My fool self somehow forgot all about these. I don't know how I forgot about them, but I remembered now, so there you go. Glyphs. I am using Heroic Strike because we are decent crit. More rage is good. And then I'm using Blow for more distance. That means mobility. Okay? That is all I have, folks. Also, make sure you have bandages. I forgot to make bandages. My dang slot is empty, and now I have no way to heal. Dag nabbit. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it popping, you know what I'm saying? It's not really necessary for us to sit around here and watch all this. We already know what's about to go down. We about to crush. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm out here big lacking. I forgot my speed potions, my dang bombs. Dang, dude, I'm forgetting everything. What happens when build a guide? Not very good at building guides. For some reason, people keep asking you to make guides. You know, it's very clear you're not very good at them. But I guess that means I am pretty good at them, doesn't it? Why else would people ask me to make a guide if I wasn't good at it? Like, somebody wants me to make a dang combat rogue guide, but I'm like, how the fuck do I properly do that? Realistically, I'm kind of a, in theory, I'm a butt rogue. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just do what's right at that moment of time. I have no proper play style or anything. People are like, how do you kill people so easily if you got no style? Because they don't know what to expect from such a wild, freaking dummy player like me. And I've been doing it for so long, I make it look good. But it's not really that good. You know what I'm saying? Man, where you going? I got higher running speed. This is why you gotta have minor run on your boots. We be hawking people down, no problem. Ay ay ay. Oh yeah, we got buffs now. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, man. So I was on I was looking at some of the comments on my rogue guide where people was asking for help, and somebody was like, yo, you should put speed on the boots as a rogue. Or no, you should put speed on your boots, not as a rogue, but just in general. I'm like, I was thinking about it, I was like, nah. See, the problem is, I don't put speed on my rogues because as a rogue, you have stealth. You always have the upper hand on whoever you're fighting. So realistically, to put speed, to me, is kind of not all that useful. Because you're going to get the upper hand. And, as a rogue, you just have that straight off the bat crushing power. Especially if you're playing a backstab rogue and you're hitting people for 500. That's a lot to retaliate from pop evasion and you just dodging people's shots. Especially if you're going after a hunter. Some speed potions and you good to go. So I was, I'm like, you know, agility on the boots to me is better. Because it's a much needed power. You can have the, what's the name? But to me it's not the most useful in comparison to having that beautiful 7 agility. Stole my kill. Saying if you got speed potions on deck, you good to go. Pop evasion after popping out of the dang shadows on somebody, you knocking fools down. Straight like that. Running lady, don't stop, man. You know what I mean? You just have that ability as a rogue and as a druid as well. You have that ability to get the upper hand on people immediately. Especially the rogue, because you have ambush. I think you're good to go now. Alright, do you, son. I'm out here killing people, man. Messed up, somebody grabbed the flag right after. Just get crushed in the dang hallway and I left her to die. My fault. What's going on in that tunnel, man? A lot of beef going on. Oh, we gotta pull up. What is this? See, a lot of healers. Lots and lots of healers. That never stopped me. Dodge! Ah! Dag nabbit gnomes. Where are you running to, homie? That power back on. Dodge that. Freaking rogues and their high dodge. Take that. We out here, man. Now we are not a flag running build, but that doesn't mean we can't run the flag because there's no one in here nearly as well geared as we are. It automatically gives us the ability to carry the flag. Now I am at a major disadvantage. I forgot to grab herbalism. I don't have any freaking potions. I don't have my speed potions. I don't have my rags, what they could call the bandages. But at the same time, we're at 459 attack power. Most level 30s don't even got that much attack power. Oh, I think we're good to go. I think we're perfectly fine. You know what's funny? The first time I ever learned what a twink was, I was level 19. It was the year 2005. Another level 19 dueled me. I was too young. I didn't know any better. I just saw level 19 with a lot of health, and I'm like, oh man, this dude's got a little bit better gear than me. I didn't know he had far better gear than me. And he knew what he was doing. He knew I was a kid. You wanna know how he knew I was a kid? I couldn't type to save my freaking life. Alright? That loser took advantage of a child. I couldn't type to save my life. He was like, oh, this is a little itty bitty dude. And he dueled me. I accepted it because I had no clue. Originally, that's what it was. Here I am, 9-year-old me. It says that the joint popped down. It says something. I don't remember his name, of course. Wants to duel. Like, duel? What the heck does that mean? I thought it was like a group or something. Then this man proceeds to beat the dookie out of me. I'm like, huh. Okay, I think I just got played into doing something I didn't want to do. I definitely did. You know what I'm saying? This man took advantage of a 9-year-old. Okay. At least it wasn't legal activity. It was just a simple duel in Warcraft. And then the second time I really figured out what the frick a twink was is around the same time. I'm still about 9 years old, maybe almost 10. I'm level 30 now. I'm in Stranglethorn Vale. This is at the Gorbashi Arena, because I had no clue what the arena was at first. I pulled up to him, I'm like, yo, this place looks crazy. What the heck is this? Right? There's a level 19 human rogue, I still remember. He duels me. That's one hit. Yeah, you dang paladins. He duels me. I'm like, okay, I know what a duel is this time. But me being me, I had no clue what a level 19 twink was. This man proceeded to beat the dookie out of me. I'm like, how the frick did I lose to a level 19? That doesn't make sense. I'm level 30. How did he beat me? How did he beat me? Once again, another loser. Taking advantage of a child. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid, man. I was a kid, and they knew. Because I couldn't type to save my life. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking to somebody and every word is misspelled, it takes like 10 years for them to get something out. I was a dang kid, and they knew it. Yo, we bodying these fools right now. What the fuck going on? Where they all at? Like, I ain't seen nobody in 10 years. I mean, it's good that this battle is ending this fast, because I really need to use the bathroom. And I might need to get into my secret spot. Hey, you two, come over here. Let me talk to you. This dag nabbing stunning. You know what we need to do? A paladin video. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. Give me that. Uh-huh. Yeah, take the flag from me. It might just, because there's a lot of people. And she won't swing. Get the fuck out of here. Ooh, these paladin heels. Ouchie. Where's the backup, man? There we go. Oh, they're gray. That's why I'm not getting heroic. Heroic, what's the name? Whatever the heck it's called. Oh, she died fast. And this mage hitting something like that? Okay, big mage. Big mage activity out here, boy. Oh, what the frick? You hitting like that? Oh, you are level 18. Look, back in these days, man, you didn't have to have a lot of gear to kill people. I'm gonna tell you like this. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you my story of a twink character I had during Wrath of the Lich King. He was a warlock. This was when I was actually good at the warlock. Level 10. This was before level 10 twinking was a thing. I did it because I was being lazy and I didn't feel like going through the grind of getting all the way up to getting all the gear required at level 19. So I did it at level 10. Plus I knew the crit. At this point, this was when I was deep into PvP, and so I knew everything. Right? I knew the crit outputs, spell power outputs, and all that would be higher at level 10 than would it be at level 19. And as a caster, that's good. That's incredible. Okay, your damage eats through everything. So here I am, level 10 Warlock, bodying people, man. I mean, bodying people. That Warlock was so untouchable. I missed that Warlock. I should have never deleted him. I only deleted him because when Cataclysm came out, they completely changed it and completely ruined that character. I was so disappointed. I'm like, man, forget this freaking Warlock, man. And I deleted him. You know what I'm saying? I was still a kid. I was like 12, 13 years old. So my, you know what I'm saying, irrational decisions. You know what I'm saying? I miss that Warlock, man. And he had a pet that you can't even get no more. I'm so disappointed. He had the Spirit of Competition pet. Anyways, enough grieving about old Warlocks. It has been your boy, LEGENDxCULT. If you enjoyed the video, that's good. If you didn't enjoy the video, that's good. I don't know why you wouldn't. I put a lot of work into this, a lot of time, a lot of gold. Anyways, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that other broke up. You to be making the same, man. I'm out of here. I might film a Paladin joint next. You know what I'm saying? I need to get on the Paladin. You feel me?
Legendary. Legendary.